Hey there, I'm Alan Matthews from Classical Guitar Shed, standing on one foot. And why am I doing this? Because you will learn today in this video how to use balance and your coordination, bodily coordination, to prime the pump so that you learn more in each guitar practice, so that you learn guitar more quickly and much more easily. So what has to happen for us to learn something? Well, we need particular brain chemistry to actually etch those new learnings onto our brains, to build the synapses, to connect the dots. We need that. Just like in a piece of bread, you need yeast in order for it to rise. It's just not going to do it unless you're making a Genoese sponge and you're using egg whites. But we need yeast for bread to rise. In the same way, we need acetylcholine, we need epinephrine, we need dopamine for learning to happen in the brain. And so one of the ways that we can learn faster is to trigger these before we even pick up the guitar. And that way we're just primed, we're ready, and we can just jump right into practicing and we actually start learning. If you'll notice, it's oftentimes the first 10, 15 minutes of practice are really difficult. They feel difficult. It feels like a challenge. That's because you're just starting to get these chemicals going, and we need that. So the first one, acetylcholine, you don't have to know what they are, but you need to know that they need to be there. Well, acetylcholine helps us focus. And one of the ways that we can trigger this is to use our sense of balance. Because of our survival mechanism, then whenever our balance is off, we immediately perk up and start to learn because it risks our very survival. We have to be able to touch things and grab them. We have to be able to stand up. We need all these things. We need to know where we are in space. So how do we prime the pump for learning? One way is to use our sense of balance, and mainly to make it to be off balance. And so you can do that on one foot. Don't hurt yourself. Don't do this in the shower, but go up on one foot, get all crazy, like make it to where you feel like you're going to fall down. Don't actually fall down. You don't have to take one foot off the ground. You can also do it, roll your eyes around in your head and do this, and you will be disoriented. And that is what we're looking for, is disorientation. We want to feel off balance, because when we do feel off balance, our survival mechanism, it kicks in and we learn really quickly. And this is because otherwise we'll die in the world, in the great jungle that used to be our habitat. We have to be able to climb the tree and run away and actually grab the things that we reach out to grab. So if this is threatened, if we feel off balance by doing something intentional, our brain releases all the chemicals it needs to learn really, really fast. And so what are these chemicals? You don't have to know them, but it's acetylcholine, helps us focus. It is epinephrine, which is like adrenaline, but it's created in the brain. This really keeps us alert. And then as we start to make some headway with our learning, once we get these little wins, then we get dopamine, and then it creates this loop. We feel good and we want to do more of the things that we're doing it. So we can use balance. You can do this in a hallway so that you have walls right here so that you don't fall and hurt yourself. I mean, it's safety first, right? First, do no harm, like all the cliches. But you can just do a balance. You can do it in a chair if you want to, so long as you feel off kilter. So long as you feel off kilter. You can do this for a minute, for 2 minutes before you even pick up your guitar. Then when you pick up your guitar, you will have this brain cocktail primed and ready, so that then when you practice, you will remember more. It will go into your long-term memory more. And so that is the tip of the day, to use balance and the feeling of being off balance. That's the only ingredient, is that you have to actually feel off balance, like you're going to fall. Don't fall, but you have to feel like you're going to fall. And when you do this, then you can just get into practice. It's also fun, and you'll find yourself laughing at yourself doing funny things. And then you sit down, you're in a great mood, you've got good energy, you've got your adrenaline, you've got your epinephrine, you've got all of your good stuff. Sit down and have a great practice. If you've enjoyed this, please do subscribe to this channel. Push the little bell so you get the notifications. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.